Having survived the early blitz, AZ set about making up ground on Ajax 8 points above them. Safely in third, they were almost too far ahead of Feyenoord behind them to be caught. But still, with a small chance of catching Ajax themselves, but only if the Amsterdam side slipped up in 3 of the last 4. But Till, turning from villain to hero, certainly helped them on their way. His 9th of the season, and set up by great work from Alireza Jahanbakhsh and Jonas Svensson. One for the manager to enjoy despite being unable to influence things. The 20-year-old's movement to get himself into a position to score was also worth watching, leaving his marker Sebastian Jakubiak all at sea. Having joined AZ from Heracles in the summer of 2016, Weghorst was clearly keen to show how far he's come on just his second return to the Polmanstadion. The striker was having his most productive Eredivisie campaign, his 15 goals also earning him a first call-up to the Dutch squad and a debut against England. He made the most of some hesitant defending to rob the ball from Dries Woutens and set up Osama Idrissi. His brother may have got away with one at the other end earlier on, but there'd be no let-off for this Woutens. The 6th goal for the Dutch under-21 international since joining from Groningen in January. Although they've never been in any danger of relegation, Heracles have leaked goals. Coming into this, they'd already conceded 55, as many as in the whole of last season. And before the game, their coach John Stegeman had warned his players, calling AZ the best footballing side in the Netherlands, in the same class as PSV and Ajax. They conjured up a 3rd goal just before the hour through a familiar source, Weghorst and Svensson involved. The Norwegian fullback picking up a 2nd assist, laying one on for Jahanbakhsh. The Iranian becoming the 4th player to move on to 15 goals for the season, along with teammate Weghorst, Bjorn Janssen and PSV's Irving Lozano. There'd be no way back from here for Heracles, and the fans knew it. It might have got worse still for the hosts had Weghorst not shot straight at Bram Castro 10 minutes later. His all-round game's improved though, as well as his goal scoring, and he was aware enough to make sure the move didn't end there. Jahanbakhsh and Till a fraction away from connecting with his cross. If anyone deserved a goal though, it was Svensson after another all-action display. He's one of the best attacking fullbacks in the division, and he came close here. But he too fired straight at the grateful keeper. Some of the fans, though, were really going through the emotions. The ending to this game was a complete contrast for both AZ and Vlaar to the last outing at PSV, where they'd thrown away a 2-0 lead in the final 15 minutes. Vlaar this time almost heading a 4th, Jakubiak denying him on the line, while Woutens got on the way of the follow-up. It would have been the defender's first goal in more than 2 years. He then started and laid on the final chance of the game for Weghorst. Silky footwork taking him out of trouble before he galloped on down the left and set up the man who'd inherited the captain's armband from him. But there'd be no fairy tale return for Weghorst, who had the chances to take him up to 17 goals and give him the outright lead in the race for the Golden Boot. But AZ were comfortable in any case, and now have a home game with Vitesse before contesting Sunday's cup final against Feyenoord in Rotterdam. A 3rd straight defeat though for Heracles, who go to Rotterdam next to face Excelsior.